All right, so let me unmute myself. Alrighty. Got that. Let's see, human basic forms. Now I'm just doing some changes, setting up TikTok. Gotta be better with my time, man. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna put that. Ah, sweet. Okay. All right. All right. Look like we're all set up on Tickety Talk. I left off from yesterday, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this assignment up. And let me go back to school. Oh, I gotta fix my posture, bro. I feel like an old man. All right. So I'm a little behind on some stuff, but this stuff I want to do, get some work. It's probably gonna be a short stream today. From here, let me see. Oh yeah, I'm going to back area.
Yeah, let's just mask, because now the rectangular prism map.
I gotta start from the beginning.
Hey guys, so welcome to the video where we're going to be covering how to.
Oh, we heard them crackling.
By finishing up that. So let's jump in.
All right, let's go ahead.
And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to turn back on the skeleton back view that I had in here. In fact, I really shouldn't have my skeleton group inside of this front view here, so I want to make sure that I drag it out so it's in a separate group entirely. Beautiful. And I'm actually going to move my reference over now so I can see my back view here pretty much unencumbered by the reference. And this is one of those cases where, again,
I need
guys,
to change that.
Because we're working digitally, it's probably a good idea here to think about ways to work smart, right? So we already completed the front view. Now we could redraw it all, remeasure it all. There's no problem with that. If you want to go about doing it that way, please go for it. But in reality, the silhouette from our front view and our back view should match up perfectly. If you go into an orthographic view where we remove all perspective, there's no perspective on things, the way something looks from the front and the way something looks from the back should be exactly the same. The silhouette from both of those angles should be exactly the same. So with that in mind, I'm going to actually duplicate my front group here. We're going to move this over. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to our good old edit, transform, flip horizontal, just like we have been. I just need to line this up with where the skeleton is, right? That's going to let me know that this is all lined up with where everything in the front view there has. And I'm just going to have to make really subtle changes in here. So I have two ways of doing this. Probably
better start
way would be
drawing
redraw
now,
because there are some significant differences in here. And that's what I'm going to do. You could probably go in and individually.
It's freaking funny,
but
man.
There's enough in here to redraw that I think it would just be easier to merge all of this down. I'm going to take the opacity down dramatically. And I'm just really using this as a guide for where certain things are going to be placed. So this down and adjust the layer. Would be I'm just going to all of it automatically. And I'm just really using this as a guide for where certain things are going to be placed. So with that said, I'm going to
hold on. Watching this, better stop drawing.
And just because I don't know if
you see this what campaign, get to drawing, get to animating, get to sculpting, okay? Every single day, keep practicing until you get better. No, get better in your craft, okay? Do it now. Do it now.
My back. In English and in American culture, we do things left to right.
America, we do things left from right. America.
It's weird, but that's just generally how we run things. So left to right, top to bottom. Or top
Actually, I need to update my Twitch too, man. There's so much stuff. I gotta update Twitch. I just see somebody's live on Twitch.
Let's go with that.
I hate myself. Change the username, man. Don't hate yourself. Love yourself. Don't hate. Don't hate it. I'm over here yelling, bro. Don't hate yourself. Stop hating yourself. You gotta love yourself first, man. Stop hating yourself. Sorry, I saw your username. I just had to say that, bro. Oh man, that's funny, bro.
Color. Extra layer in here.
Make sure. Let me see where we at. We got one. We got one user on the Twitch. If you own the Tickety Talk, make sure you share, you like, you follow your mans, okay? And stop hating yourself and get the drawing. And if you're a business owner, promote your business. Promote every single day. Promote. One of the number one rules of marketing. Promote yourself, man. Don't be afraid to promote yourself, man. People need to know who you are, because you gotta hold on. Let me pause this real quick. Let me pause it real quick. Somebody gotta know your products and services. Promote, change your life, okay? And your products, you could change somebody else's life. You could be an influencer. Everybody's an influencer in type of way, but be a positive impact on this planet. Anyway. All right, let me stop.
Cranium mass, and this is why it was important to recognize.
You're doing my homework.
Where your cranium mass is here, even though we didn't see it from the front. Where the back.
Oh, he moved the colors.
Right. So I see cranium.
What was this? New daily journal. Oh, I gotta do my journal entries, bro. Hold on. Hold on. I know what I need to do. Let me go back. And we're going to see front colors, color. Yeah. Oh. Bring all this at the bottom. I don't know why I got that in my head, brother. All right, so we're gonna copy that. I'm gonna take this back. I got a snake in my boot. No, I don't have. I'm not wearing no boots. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go to. Just want to keep everything organized. Color back. And I'm gonna have to do all these roughs. Let me see. Okay. How did he do it? Back rough. Okay. It's all right. We're gonna can't press control T because TikTok will tell me to do the no, I'm joking. Okay. Do the shoot. And oops. Move this right here. Let's do. Oh, that's I know what that is. I think that's probably real world. Yeah. Oh, I see what he did. I kind of. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna delete this actually. All right, then what we gonna do? Some colors right there. Do opacity. There we go. Yeah. My brother from another mother. All right. What's up? What's up? Encourage your viewers to share your lives, invite more friends. Okay, yeah, tickety talk. Anybody watching, make sure you share, like, do your thing, you know. All right, let's go. CB. Oh, okay, I'm just making sure that's working.
I'm gonna see a little bit of.
Yeah, we're gonna. I'll do all that color stuff later on that one. Do 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 do. Ooh. Anyways. I think, yeah, then we have blip, blip. A little. Oh, too big of a brush. Oh, E. Let's go to E real quick. Oh, I didn't do no exercises. It's all right.
Jaw sticking out on the sides here.
We got going on,
here,
son.
actually, right? But my neck mass is going to come down there. Now you'll see here the shoulders cut in front of that neck mass, right? So we're going to keep that way. I could play around with my shoulder masses and how much.
I just noticed my LinkedIn doesn't show right here.
A little more into your back
okay.
Here, but for now, I'm going to maintain that same sort of consistent thing where I have the larger upper body rib cage mass kind of running through them. But on the back side of this, I'm going to bring that mass further down, right? Remember, we talked about the rib cage is kind of lower on the back side. That mass
I have to do more practice of these.
The back side because of the way our muscles work on the back. My cylinder,
wait,
the outside
look like the front.
Little shifts, you want to make them really nice and straight. And then here, you can see it's actually kind of cutting down into here. I actually like that. You don't have to do that. If you want to keep it flat, that's fine. But I do like that because that also mimics what happens with our musculature that we'll be talking about a little bit more next week. And then as we get down into the glute region here, in fact, I'm going to have to bring all of that line higher up. Let's do it this way. Instead of redrawing it, I'm going to get my marquee selection tool right here. Make sure it's a rectangular marquee tool.
What's going on, bro?
The bottom part of the line. And
okay.
Tool. I'm going to hold shift.
What was that real quick? Do 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 do. All right.
Just kind of drag it up a little bit. Probably till right about there.
Oh, lassos. Okay.
Enter. You can hit Control D to deselect, or go to Select. Deselect.
Sorry, I'm just.
Now I'm going to draw in the sides of my pelvis that stick out.
I need to do a lot more of these.
Here. And this is the important part. On the back here, remember, let's find out where those glutes are coming all the way down.
Similar jobs.
Here.
Oops.
So we want to make sure that we're bringing them all the way.
The glutes.
Now, if you want to just kind of.
The glitty glutes.
Side, it's really nice if you round this out. And I'm going to actually draw the line through the middle just so we know exactly kind of where that crack would be between them. But it's always good to do that.
What is it?
For purposes of the center line.
Step on the crack.
And then we can come in, and you'll notice
break your mama's back.
A little bit of that round there, a little bit of that round there, but really we're going to be dealing with mainly the cylinders of the leg in here. But I do think at this point it's important
Let's go.
to make sure that glute in this view covers the cylinders of the legs. In fact, it's up to you how you want to handle it in the side view.
Yeah.
I put the leg
I'm gonna do
there.
I'm gonna do a lot more practices on these proportions because I'm not liking this, but it's all right. My drawings, I used to do they used to be all stiff. Figure drawing actually helped me a lot. It took Now this is somewhat of a figure drawing class, so
Really,
that I'm taking right now.
really, I should have that glute covering that leg, just based off of what ends up happening with the anatomy that we're dealing with back there. So we'll go back to my back rough. Let me finish off.
Oops.
My leg mass is through here. These are pretty easy. We can pretty much copy this.
Oh yeah, I don't need to do that. Go back.
Exactly the same way, but
Making my life hard.
Get,
work harder and smarter, not just work smarter
like
or work harder. Do both.
Our heel bone, our heel on the back side is going to be about the width of the leg here, a little narrower, and then our foot widens.
You know what?
Forward, right? As our
I know what I can do.
This way, and you're really probably not going to see much of the toes from this backside. Maybe a little bit of them sticking out here and here. Maybe. So, before I move on, let's do the same thing that we've been doing before, where we are duplicating this layer, right? Make sure I have this all in the back group. And I'm going to take it and just go to Edit, Transform. And we're going to flip it horizontally. There we go. Nice and centered. I'm going to merge those together, and that takes care of my other leg, right? Again, work smart if you can. Save yourself a little bit of time.
Work smarter, not harder. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Work smarter and harder. Go to see, edit. Was it transformations? Kind of screwed myself right here. Got to just. Ooh. Okay, what's going on, brother? You know, you do more of these art type of stuff, share streams. I used to be, still is sometimes. I think every artist have that insecurity about their work. If they're not good enough, that's how I feel sometimes. But I think me thinking about it, I don't think. Let me see, arm. Back. So
now let's go into doing the arm in here. I'm going to name this arm for right now, but it's not going to matter because it's going to get merged into that back rough layer. Just like we did before here, we're probably not going to have a ton to change about the arm. So this will all be pretty easy, except for one important thing that I will show you guys as we get to it. So let's finish off the top part of the arm here.
Oh, we're doing that side. Okay.
Draw our spheroid for the top part of the forearm. Get our cylinder for the bottom part of our forearm. Again, the top part of it lines up a little bit more with the top part of the forearm. It's a little bit more of a round cut down here. And then the mass, when we get to the hand, this is where things change. This is very important. So we have the rectangular mass.
Do more of these proportion studies. But yeah, we're going to get back on doing lives. Yeah, I'm not a lot, but I'm going to do streaming, a lot of streaming of me doing like my work, practicing, drawing, and maybe some outside stuff because I have Procreate. I have the iPad with Procreate, practice on here. So practice on Procreate as well with my drawings and stuff like that. So, and start doing showing the progress, the progression of getting better because my drawing sucks. I think it's on. I have to show y'all some of my old drawings. I did over the years, I've been doing a lot of gesture drawings and not really finish. I guess some finished work depending on the class, but doing a lot of not finished work, just drawing, doing circles, getting better at drawing circles, the primitives, basic shapes. I'm focusing more on the basics. So before I start actually producing real work.
right?
I won't say
I'm not
real
gonna
work,
change
but
too much on that. In fact, we don't
finished
really
work.
change much
So I've been doing a
about
lot of the
finger
other back end
movement
stuff where
thing
people
with
don't
all
like
the
doing the
fingers.
boring
What
stuff.
we have to think about is that thumb pad mask, because now it's on the opposite side of the hand, right? So we're not going to see this chunk of it. Now you can still draw it through if you want, but if you're
So
not
my
going to color
portions
this, really
suck.
make sure to not draw it as heavily through here as you do down here. If you do color it through, you can change that stuff in the coloration. So I'm going to duplicate the arm. And again, let's just, I'm going to hold
do a lot
control,
more
I'm gonna
studies on
Control
these,
T to bring
man.
up my free transform. And I'm just going to bring that little pivot right to the middle. Let's put it actually right there. So right click and just hit flip horizontal. And I'm going to move that pivot now to the rotation in the arm there. And we'll just kind of bring it down so it matches up with the old arm that we had in there. There we go. I'm actually going to bring that back rough layer to the top here, and then I'm going to hold Shift, select all of them, and then I can hit Control E to merge, or you can go to right click, merge layers. I believe we have it here somewhere. Merge layers. And now all of that line work is on a single layer. I'm actually going to just delete my front copy here. I don't need that anymore. And then from here on in, the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to just color in all the information there, just to kind of differentiate this stuff.
There.
And to help layer it on top of my skeleton. Again, guys, I will be speeding up this portion of the process because I know it's a little bit more tedious for you guys to watch.
All right. This is done.
And I'll see you on the tail end of this.
Do the color stuff later. All right. We're going to do the color stuff later. I need to create me a new file. All right, what we got right here?
Hey everyone, welcome to this activity. So in this activity, we're going to be learning about the basic forms that make up the human figure, the proportion of those forms, and the general proportions of the human figure. We're going to build on the previous knowledge covered on the human skeleton, and build out from the human skeleton with these forms that we're talking about in this activity. You're then going to use that information to create rough sketch turnarounds of the human figure using basic primary forms. We're going to draw the front view out, the side view out, and the back view out of the human figure, built down in the simple forms. And the simple forms we're going to be using are things like spheres, cylinders, spheroids, as well as some other slightly more complex forms, again, to start building out the structures that make up the human figure. With all that said, everyone, I look forward to working with you in this activity, and let's get started.
All right. All right, let me see. I'm going to need to do a... Hold on, guys. This is the boring part. I don't know why I like that.
Hey guys, welcome to this video where we're going to be discussing primary forms of the human figure, and specifically what we're going to define what primary forms are.
Primary forms.
Build off of primary forms.
I am building primary forms. Primary.
So,
primary forms.
So,
primary forms.
You guys probably recognize these guys: spheres, cubes, and cylinders, right? These are the
Of course, we recognize these are my buddies when I'm modeling and drawing. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, TikTok, you can't be able to see this, but yeah, I'm gonna go back.
Drawing and modeling based off of these structures. Everything that we do later on.
Yes, sir.
More complex, whether it's a crazy creature in a video game, or your favorite character in a movie, or some animated villain on a cartoon show, whatever it might be. It all comes back to these guys when we're designing those characters, building those characters. And a really important part of this is talking about cross contour lines. When we talk about
got some Kongan. No.
They will show which direction a form faces. And they are very similar to something you should be hopefully getting a little bit more comfortable with, which is edge flow. Right? So when we look at these,
hold on, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. You're not gonna be able to see this on TikTok, but everywhere else, I think I was talking about this yesterday. Yeah, these are edge flow. You know, cross counter line. These like the counter lines in drawing and stuff like that. If you do drawing, so that's what I'm saying. Like those who do like 2D start drawing and stuff. That's why, like for me, myself personally, some people don't. Some people can just do modeling and don't know nothing. Don't even know want to draw. I mean, don't have to draw anything or so. But for me, I want to be able to draw and do this. I saying want. I gotta change my language. I would love to be able to draw and model and animate and stuff like that. But drawing and modeling, it's similar. You can see the shapes in 3D space, and this is why we're gonna do both. So drawing, as you can see, like on TikTok, you guys see right here. I know this is kind of like sloppy because I don't do this at all. I don't do this that often. I've just been doing basic shapes. Like as you can see, like it's all sloppy, it's rough. It can have a little bit of energy because I've done a lot of gesture drawings or using another resource called Quick Poses and just start gesture drawing. I did a lot of that's why I met my buddy. If you guys, I'm gonna show y'all. Actually, I'm gonna show y'all. Follow my boy PJ. Okay. Shout out to him. Actually, I'm not sure if he's on TikTok. Let me see. I think he just recently liked some of my stuff. Let me see. I got to figure out which one is his art page again. He has like three different. Hold on. Actually, let me check. Sorry, you guys. I just want y'all. He's a great artist, dude. This man's talented, man. He inspires me, man. And those, oh yeah, that's what I want to talk about too. I'll talk about this. Right, those. I know some people go in and look at somebody's art, and some people can get intimidated or they're not very confident. That stuff inspires me when I see amazing work. It's like, dang, this person did it. They put in the work. They put in the time, the effort, the energy to get this good, man. It like inspires me because it's just like, I know that if I put in the work and if I actually like work on it and actually put in the time to do it, I can get just as good as them. They just had a few years and they perfected their craft. So that's the reason why, like, it doesn't, when I look at great work, it doesn't hinder me. It doesn't discourage me. It doesn't unmotivate me. I get freaking inspired because I know that drawing is a skill. Drawing is a skill. It's just like reading and writing. And anybody can do it if you just got to put in the time, the energy, the effort to do it. Just like sales is also the same way. If you guys know it's sales, no one just born automatically sales. You don't just come out our mother's room and just say, oh yeah, I know how to draw. Oh yeah, I know how to speak. I know how to do math. No, we educated on that, you know? So we've been taught that, you know, and a lot of the math, because in schools and stuff like that, like I used to hate like English and all that. I used to hate reading, hate writing. It's still, like in schools, I hated it. I hated doing it. Math I was good at, but it still like confused me depending on the teachers. However, like me, like reading, learning, like now I'm more in like that wanting the learning phase. And I know it's just books that I read, like mindset, fixed mindset, growth mindset. And I have learned about the mindset and how the mind works. It's all different perspectives in life as well. So anybody like myself, if I put in the time and the effort and studied math as well, I could be good as just as math as those who are mathematicians. That's just my belief. Okay, that's just my philosophy on that. So let me go highlight that on the tickety talk, and let's go ahead. I was gonna do something. I forgot because I went on a talk. Yeah, I forgot I was gonna do. Oh yeah, that's right, my boy PJ. Let me see if I can find his work, man. Hold on, PJ. Ooh, PJ. I think it's creative. Is it that one? He has like three. Yeah, he has 3 different Instagrams, man. Oh, he has some work on this one too. PJ Jose Flower. So I think this is going to be more his art. PJ Creative Culture. I'm going to show y'all some of his work. Maybe I should show up on here, but look, this is some of his work. That's his work right here. It's like inspiring dude, man. He put up he has some great work. Now let me see. There's some of his let me see. See if I can go back to his old. Yeah, he got some great work, man. Yeah, Procreate. So yes, he's a great artist. I actually need to message him. But yeah, that's what I was gonna show. So let's get back to this.
Edges running all over them. That's what cross contour line work is. And on these forms, it will be a little simpler. As you get into more complex secondary forms and tertiary forms, which we'll discuss here in a bit, your cross contour line work in your edge flow. So let's add a couple more forms to this equation, right? And we're going to talk about spheroids and rectangular.
Spheres. Like can't say it right, bruh.
Cubes like squares are even on all sides. That's great, but life isn't perfect or even like that. The statistical probability of things ending up as perfect spheres is not very likely, right? So more often than not, what we tend to see are things like spheroids. Now, spheroids are things like your spheroids.
Wait a minute.
Right? Let's take a look at a couple of the real life examples we're seeing.
I did read. I think we're reintroducing this.
That hot air balloon is a little bit more bulbous and round on the top and a little bit thinner.
Shoot.
Thinner on the bottom.
I'm in the wrong. I'm in the wrong place. I'm in the wrong. I'm wasted some time right there, bro. There we go. Okay.
Hey everyone, welcome to this activity. So in this activity, we're going to build on the previous info about the skeleton and the primary forms that we covered before this activity. And we're going to be going through a drawer process with chosen reference images that will be provided in this activity. You're going to pick 2 of those reference images, and then you're going to be drawing a line of action, skeletal forms, and primary forms over those 2 images. And doing so is going to give you a better understanding of how the skeleton forms and primary forms that we've talked about so far will work with a character that is in a pose or in motion.
All right.
For the figure drawing activities that we'll be doing in future weeks. So with all that said, everyone, I look forward to seeing you work in this activity, and let's get started.
All right, I'm just getting some new some stuff over here. 16. Hold on, you guys. Give me a second. Got Photoshop right here. Just want to make sure. Turn around sheets. 300 square. All right. Let's go ahead. Let me exit that out. All right, now we're gonna get to the next assignment. Just need to complete that for a minute. We're gonna go back to all that. I'm gonna do all that later. All right. Oh, before. Yeah, so. Anyways, let me cancel that. And I'm gonna go ahead. I was gonna see in a minute. Just opening up a new file. You guys gonna see in a sec. That's what I'm doing. Oh, it's gonna be flickering. I hate when it does that. I don't know why it does that. It just flickers. It's annoying. Let's see. All right, new.
Hey guys. So welcome to this video where we're going to be covering how to complete the action pose portion of this activity. So previously we covered how to create a facsimile of the human figure out of basic primary forms, using simple cylinders, spheres,
So that is
spheroids, and building off of what we had done with the skeleton previously. And now we're going to be moving into building out a human posed out, but building them out of those primary forms. So you guys are going to be downloading the provided reference images that are in the activity. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to navigate to the LMS page right here. And I'm going to download both of the images that I'm going to be using for this activity. There's the bodybuilder here, as well as this reclined female here. So you can save these however you want. I'm going to just, right click, save as, we'll save the downloads. I will do the same for this image as well. And then I will open up my downloads folder. And then I'll use it to basically drag the images that I need in.
Oh, that's right.
So let's take that bodybuilder image and drag it into here first.
Oh,
Just find it here.
okay.
I'm just going to drag it right into here. There we go. Now it's right in the center there, and then we can start editing it moving forward.
How do you do that?
It's going to come in like that. I'm just going to hit enter, and then if you want to be able to edit it a bit more,
Making my life a lot harder.
And then I'll use it to basically drag the images that I need in.
I see what you did. I opened it. Okay.
Image and drag it into here first. Let me just find it here. I'm just going to drag it right into here. There we go. Now it's right in the center there, and then we can start editing it moving forward from here. It's going to come in like that. I'm just going to hit enter, and then if you want to be able to edit it a bit more, you have to, but you can right click and rasterize it to convert it to pixel information. So before I get started on, we'll just call this reference 2. We want to make sure everything's kind of nice and named. I already actually have a completed version of what we're looking to do in here in pose 1. So what I'm going to do first and foremost is just kind of move my pose 1 over to this side, move my reference 2 image over to this side, probably just make it a little smaller. I want to make this figure about the size of her, I would say. And I just kind of want to break down the main images that I have in here, or the main layers that I have in here. So I have my reference 1 image here. I named it reference 2. So let's change that to reference 1. You can see I hadn't rasterized this layer, and it was fine. I brought that to about 37% opacity. I'll do about the same here. It doesn't have to be exact. It's just so that it doesn't fight what we're drawing on top of it. And basically the process that we're going to go through here, I brought here, or excuse me, smaller. I want to make this to do first and foremost is just kind of move my pose 1 over to reference 2. You don't necessarily have to, but you can right click and rasterize it to convert it to pixel information. So before I get started on, we'll just call this reference 2. We want to make sure everything's kind of nice and named. I already actually have a completed version of what we're looking to do in here in pose 1. So
my name's Jeff. I don't know why I just thought about that. Oh.
Move my pose 1 over to this side. Move my reference 2 image over to this side. Probably just make it a little smaller. I want to make this figure about the size of her, I would say. And I just kind of want to break down the main images that I have in here, or excuse me, the main layers that I have in here. So I have my reference 1 image here. I named it reference 2. So let's change that to reference 1. You can see I hadn't rasterized this layer, and it was fine. I brought that to about 37% opacity. I'll do about the same here. It doesn't have to be exact. It's just so that it doesn't fight what we're drawing on top of it. And basically the process that we're going to go through here is this. We're going to start with the line of action that we've been talking about. We're going to deal out the pose with a sort of, hopefully a singular line. Sometimes you may need...
You see, rasterize layer. Rasterize. Where is it? Rasterize. Oh, it's right here, right in front of my face. Actually put him over here. My man's getting that iron. Pumping iron over here. All right. And we're going to have a 37. What I'm doing, I'm making my life hard. There it is. 37. 37. Oh, whatever. All right. So, already forgot. I keep doing that. All right, let's see what he. I see what he did. Okay. Poses, pose 1. Okay. I'm actually going to do this. Actually, let me go back. Oops. We starting off with her.
But in the case of both of these poses, we're doing it with a singular line. We're then going to build up those skeleton forms that we had worked on earlier in the week, figuring out what direction are facing, what direction our rib cage and our pelvis are facing, as well as what the wedge forms of our feet are doing, and maybe just a simple rectangular plane for the hand. We're also going to think about that basic cranium mass and jaw mass in here. And then we're going to move on to our primary forms. And in our primary forms, we're going to use basically those forms that we discussed with regards to the cylinders, the forms of the foot, forms of the hand, right? Really, really simplified forms and sort of map out where the structures of the people in our reference are, right? And you're just going to layer them in these order, label them exactly like this. Line of action, skeleton forms, and just for consistency, I'm going to get rid of that space, primary forms. Those are all contained within pose 1. So let's make a new group in here called
Actually,
2. I'm going to drag my reference.
Forgot I'm on.
I'm also going to then make a new layer called line of action. And I'm going to draw out a line of action here. Now, I want you guys to stick with the color scheme that we're going with in here. So I'm going to pick a red. Now, it's up to you what brush you want to use for this. I would suggest for a line of action, either use this hard round pressure size or maybe the Kyle's drawing box Happy HB. Either of them will generally work. You can also use, if you want to use wet media brushes, the inking thick and thin, or the classic cartoonist. I'll go with this cartoonist one so that we get a nice sort of cartoony feel. Now you can see it kind of slowed down a little bit because this brush is a little bit more taxing than some other ones, but I should still be able to feel out that line of action. And that looks pretty good. I want you to notice I drew kind of through the head, through the body, through that action in that back leg. Now, you might come in and draw a second line in there. I wouldn't for a pose like this. If this guy maybe had his hands straight out from his body like that, right? Like he was sticking them out that way instead of lifting up a weight. At that point, I might draw a line of action through there. But I think for the case of this pose,
Line of action.
Line of action. Now,
I
next thing
see.
I'm gonna
Hold
move
on.
into,
We
if I
about
remember
to.
correctly, I named it skeleton.
Let me go ahead and go that. Hold on. I need to do a bigger brush. I want to do a bigger brush. Delete that one. Delete that one too. I want to do a bigger. Let's put this brush in, bruh. Got E. No, not that's hotkey E. Then we have B. Press the brackets. And bloop. There we go. We have bloop.
Forms, correct? Yes.
Using different brushes. I gotta figure out what he's using them brushes.
I'm gonna find them on this character. I'm actually gonna turn off my line of action, so it's not really. I'm not really drawing over it at this point. Actually, I take that back. I'm gonna leave my line of action on. I'm just gonna bring the opacity even down, just to help me with keeping the dynamic push in my forms. I'm gonna switch to a green for this, and I'm also gonna switch brushes so I can draw a little bit faster. You can draw the happy HB is probably good for this, but I'm actually going to use the hard round pressure size. It gives me pretty decent results for what I want. So let's start mapping out where some of his main forms are, right? We can find his cranium mass in here, and even though his arm is blocking it, I'm going to draw through that. We can also see the jaw mass kind of coming down this way off that cranium mass, and I'm going to find the center lines, where the eyes go through there, and then where the center of the front of that head is.
Too close,
the next
too close.
thing that we want to do, I'm going to bring the neckline down. Actually, we really want to think about the spine in here, and that's going to be coming from the base of the cranium here, sort of towards the back, and that's going to curve down and over this way. And what's going to help me find that actually is if I can find my rib cage first. Now, this guy happens to be in really excellent shape, so I can actually see the jut out of his rib right there, and I happen to know that this is going to be the center line of his ribs right there. So that actually helps me find that sort of egg spheroid shape that we're looking for in here, right? I'm going to kind of find the outside of it, feel it out. I'm drawing with my entire arm, and I'm going to pull up the middle of it through here and pinch it up at the top. It's very important. You want to do that. Get my same brush as an eraser out for this. But you want to do that because the rib cage does thin out at the top. Again, it's kind of egg-shaped.
So that's right.
With all of that kind of drawn in there, and I'm actually going to pull this side of it out a little bit more that way, because this whole side of him right there is kind of rib cage.
Sternum right here.
Now I'm going to find that center line through there. I might define a little bit more about where this
muscles
part of the rib cage is.
Oh no, I'm tracing. People crazy.
On the inner portion that you would see right about here, right? You don't have to necessarily.
I hope no one tells me I'm plagiarizing. Calm down. I'm doing studies, okay? Studies right here.
Coming through here, and where that split's going to start happening in the rib cage right there. Now with that, I can start finding that spinal column on the opposite side, and where it's going to come out down here. Now let's find that pelvis one. So on him, on this guy, I can actually see the cleft of the oblique muscles right here and here, and that lets me know that that's where the top of the pelvis is going to kind of be, because they end up lying
he's the
on
obliques.
that form. So I'm going to have a spheroid about that big, and I want to get the bottom of the pelvis just above where his groin mass is. So his groin mass is right about here. It's going to be just above that. If you're working with a female, it will be right where their groin area is.
Yeah.
The pelvic floor is. And we're just
horrible.
The front line of it here. If you want to get more detailed with it, you can find where the hip bones are here and where it would come lower here on the front. Erase out some of that, right? Even with this center line through here, still know that this is the middle of the front. This is where the hip bone comes up this way, and then actually that would be the inner area. Now you don't have to do all of that, but I'm just going to shade it in, add a little bit of thickness through here. Think of this as the inner area, and then here's where you get to the hole at the bottom of it. Again, you don't have to add all of that in. I'm just putting it in there because I like to refine my forms a bit more. All right, now let's find those arms in there. So the first thing we want to do with the arms is probably want to find our clavicles. And because he's lifting his arms up, his clavicles are going to come from the middle here, up this way, and then up that way. And then we should find our arm bone coming up from here to the elbow, here to the hand. Then I'm just going to create little rectangles.
What the heck's going on, man?
For the palm of the hand for right now. Same thing here. We've got our elbow, our humerus bone here. Our radius and our ulna would cut up this way. I don't need you guys to draw them separately. If you want to try and find them in here, by all means, go for it.
Did it freeze?
That stick through there, letting us know that you've connected them.
Oh, I did freeze. Hold on.
And then I would also, if you can, try and find that shoulder blade and how it would
It froze a minute.
maybe come back here a little bit or come back here a little bit. You don't have to worry about that too much. As long as you have the clavicle in there, you're good. All right, let's move down to the leg bones where and how it would kind of, you want to try and find them in here, by all means go for it. But for now, just that stick through the, they're letting us know that you can
show you
more than enough. And then I would also, if you can, try and find that shoulder blade and how it would kind of maybe come back here a little bit or come back here a little bit. You don't have to worry about that too much. As long as you have the clavicle in there, you're good. All right, let's move down to the leg bones where they're going to come out the sides of the pelvis a little bit, right about here, the middle point of the pelvis. And that bone's going to come down to the knee. It's going to come from the knee down to the foot. Do the same thing on the other side, from here down through the knee, down through the foot. And then for this foot form, let's really quickly just find a really basic wedge. You can worry about the toes later. We can think about the foot as you want to just find this top plane of it, this triangle sort of wedge on the side. If you can find that, you're in pretty good shape. You can also think of it almost as like a little cube here, right? And then pull that front part of the cube. Think of it like this. Ready? Here's our cube. But then you just take this bottom part of the cube, move that forward to here, and then pull these connecting lines to it. That's kind of the form that we're dealing with. So that will finish up the skeleton forms. Let me clean that up there a little bit. I'm going to actually move the plane of the foot here over a little bit. I want to see a little bit more of the side of the foot before we get to the top. But that's good to go for that portion of the activity. So now, let's take the opacity of that down, right? I'm actually going to.
I got ahead of myself.
Of this,
okay.
We're going to make our primary forms.
Let's
just name it primary forms. And then for these guys, I'm going to draw in with a blue.
I got a little bit too ahead of myself. Let me keep that out the way. A little bit too ahead of myself. Okay. So B. Yeah, a lot better. The pelvis. All right. We have primary forms. Primary forms. What time is it right now? Oh, it's barely 1. It's about to be 1 o'clock. And all right.
Switch to.
You want to do blue? The bibbity bobbly blue.
Based off of the primary forms that we had created before, I'm going to start building this stuff out. So let's mass out a little further from our rib cage and create this sort of upper body structure here, right? You can find that ridge of the rib cage here. If you want, but kind of pull out past the pectorals, pull out up through the neck a little bit, really build up that mass a bit more, really get out to the outside of the body, right? Let's find the cylinder of the neck. The back of it's going to be somewhere about here. And the front of it's going to be somewhere about here. And when you're drawing this stuff out, guys, this is where you really want to think about how are these forms turning in space, right? So this is why finding these center lines can be really helpful. Thinking about where the center is on this side, right? The center line along not only the neck here, but maybe along my rib cage here as well. You can start seeing how these forms turn, right? Now I'm not going to draw through this sort of upper body mass here because I also need to draw in my cylinder here. And you can think of these as almost X-ray forms, right? You can see through them. I'm going to do a dotted line for the back one side of that. You can just draw it all the way through if you want to. But think about what direction that form is turning. In fact, use the reference in here to help you, right? You can see
boost your confidence.
His shorts curve down that way, which lets me know that the cross contour lines of this cylinder are going to curve that way. And eventually, somewhere about here, we hit like our horizon line, and then things will start to curve upwards. This is actually the perspective of forms on the body. As we go up the body, things will curve upwards. As we go down the body now, things will
I'm actually glad I'm in this class, bro.
That way, because of perspective. So I have my cylinder form in there. Let's get the cranium mass in here again, following the old one I had. I'm going to follow the front side of the head, my jawline through here. And then what I would like for you guys to do is just find that center line again. Find the center line through here. If you can, just find his brow line. That's really all I care about. Finding this sort of almost this circular plane on the side of the head. If you can find the cheekbone, that's great. And this front plane of the face here, even better. But the main thing I want you guys to start doing is find that brow line there, this middle line, and that middle line. If you can find that at this point, you're in good shape. Now, in my other image here, I went a little bit further. I found the brow line.
Slagging.
I also found this brow line. The brow through here as well. I marked where the eyes were, and I just did a quick mark for my nose.
Yeah, it's gonna be a short stream.
Here you can also see that when I got to the neck area here, instead of drawing it solid, I ended up coming through and sort of erasing out some of these.
Do more of these studies.
Dotted, right? So you can do that as well. I'll leave it up to you. I do want you to think though about how you would draw through these forms, right? I want you to draw this again as if it was like an X-ray. So let's move into the shoulders now, where we're going to have the sphere of this guy right here, this sphere through all of this stuff there. We're going to have the cylinder here, maybe slightly turned upwards that way. Again, just drawn through the head. Let's get the spheroid at the top of the arm here, and the tapered cylinder here. Here you can see again.
What's going on, bro?
Cross contour curves, letting you know
bro.
the cylinder's facing up. And I'll probably bring the spheroid a little bit further down the arm. Let's do the same
Maybe
thing
I got too many windows and stuff open.
For this part of the arm here, we have our spheroid here. And then we have this cylinder facing up slightly here. Again, you can see those cross contour lines kind of going up it as we look at those arm bands. And then for the hand forms, start thinking about these as rectangular prisms. Really, let's add some thickness to them. And then if you want to go a little bit further, you can think about how the fingers are curling around here. I don't really need you to think about that, but if you can think of them almost as
what's going on here, man?
Bending planes, that's enough. You can also find the thumb pad through here as well on that hand, or it'll be on the inside. The thumb pad will be on the outer side here. So we'll put that out. And then moving down the body, we're going to think about that sort of underwear form that we have here with the glutes on the back.
Something's going on, bro.
Underwear shape on the front, including sort of that.
Yo, what's up?
And now we can think about our rotational spheres in our hips here. You don't necessarily.
What up? What up? Oh, did it? Let me check my Discord real quick, man.
Those I just went with the cylinder and left a little bit of a gap, and that's okay. But again, I'm thinking about that cylinder facing down a bit. And now it's going to taper.
Where is? Oh, I moved it.
Down towards the knee right? And
Got
these
so
are
many
those
freaking
cross contours
messages.
that
Let me
we'll put down
see.
here. As
Oh,
we look at
okay.
the cylinder here, that I would probably see a little bit of the bottom up there.
Just doing
My
some
cross contours here, and you can see
more
these are
homework
short,
stuff right here.
These cross contours slightly curve up this way because of the change of direction in the leg. Now, when we get to the bottom part of the leg, I'm going to create that.
Actually, there's something I just
for
realized.
the top.
Let me go to Twitch real quick.
Spheroid for the top. And again, guys, you can just center the cylinder here, but if you look at it, you'll see that that cylinder is flush with the front of this leg, and then on the back side it tapers
It's
a little bit
stream
more. It's going to curve up a little that
manager.
way.
There's some
This
new
one's
stuff
a
I
lot
saw
more
on
foreshortened.
Twitch that updated.
It's turned away from me.
But yeah.
So I'm going to show the foreshortening on there as well. Finally, for the foot forms, let's break up.
Let me see
now.
what is going on.
Keep that original wedge, but we're going to cut it a little sooner.
It's freezing. Oh shoot, I need to save it.
Back a little bit.
I just remember I need to save.
Decided it to be a little bit further forward.
Oh no, it's about to crash. I think it's about to crash.
Here.
Yeah, it's it's acting up.
Foot wedge to about where the
Let me
toe
save
would
it.
be inside the shoe. And then let's break those guys up as well.
Let me save it real quick.
All right, guys. That
Actually,
is essentially what we're going to be looking for in this activity. So again, let's take a look at everything in here. We're going to have our pose
why it
2
flickers? That's so freaking annoying.
with our primary forms,
All right.
our skeleton forms, and our line of action. I'm going to turn these up to 100% so we can see every one of them. Same thing with pose 1.
Okay.
Keep your reference image at a lower opacity. You can bring these guys all the way up to 100%. But again, you're going to have your primary forms, your skeleton forms, your line of action, and then your reference images as well. And that's what will make up the second part of this activity. So, guys, I look forward to seeing your work throughout this activity. I'm excited to see your work throughout the month. And get the drawing.
All right. That's some easy. Oh, some easy. Let me see. That's 1.3. And we have 1.4, which I'm going to do that. I have to schedule that for tomorrow. Or actually, let me look at my schedule real quick. Today is Friday on the 9th. Yeah, I got a call in about 2 o'clock. And I got a follow-up session for an hour. I might have to move that back for working out. I got to put some gym time. Yeah, Saturday. Oh, man, I got that whole... I'm going to have to schedule. Let me see. Software. Oh, freaking closed, too. So I will set this up. I'll set that time up for tomorrow. Sorry, guys. I'm just setting up some time real quick. Oh, yeah, there's no video, so I will be doing this myself. Yeah. Hold on, watch this real quick. Been chilling, just... Nice, man. Keep up that portfolio. Yeah, your logo. I know you see my... Yeah, you probably see it on Twitch. It's that J... I'm not sure if you... Yeah, you can't see it, but that it has a J... And it's you can see like almost like a W and an M. Those are my initials. Yeah, it's gonna be a short stream.
Welcome to this activity. So in this activity, we are going to be using info that we covered in the previous activity, and you are all going to be drawing a line of action, skeleton forms, and the primary forms.
Oh, okay. It's kind of similar to what I'm doing.
There'll be a folder in this activity that you'll download. You'll choose 2 images from that folder.
2 images.
And then you will repeat the process that we completed in the previous activity on these 2 images. Again, drawing out the line of action, the skeleton forms and the primary forms, and then you'll submit that here. So I look forward to seeing more of your artwork here, and let's get started.
All right. So I'll do a stream tomorrow. I got to get this. I could possibly actually. Let me see. I could probably. Oh, what's going on? Okay. Let me see. I'm having a issue. There we go. Okay. So primary forms. Yeah, something going on. It's gonna crash. It's definitely crashing right now. It's probably because I got a lot of stuff open. Let me see. Do I have any other stuff open right here? See, I got my Slack. Okay, Slack. Let me close that. Real world, Andrew Tate stuff. Close that. Let me close. Let me close that. And yeah, close tabs. And shoot, I gotta keep that one open. Okay. Let's see. We can stop sharing that right there. Well, next one. Put this right here. Ooh, iced coffee. Ooh, monk sugar. Ooh. All right. A little bit. All right. There. We have that right there. That's that. We have that flappy part. Those with the hands right there. And we have all right. Somebody text me. Somebody text me. All right. It's my little coworker right here. Yeah. Let's do. What was it? Oh, let me go see what. So I got to turn in that other assignment. Yeah. So. Here. Yeah, that I like putting a little sphere right there. That's what I like doing. Then we have, but yeah, basic shapes, basic shapes. And we have the foot right there. And yeah, that. Oops. Basic forms. Some more basics. I'm probably gonna have to delete that real quick. Because of perspective from rest. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. That feels a lot better. I'm like, we have that calf muscle right here, son. Kind of like the arm right here. Don't need to do all that. Yeah. Wow. So this should be, let me see. I should get this done before 1 o'clock. Yeah, there we go. That's what I see right here. All right. So we have that done right there. Let's go right here. I'm like, where is it? Here we go. Oh, what's going on? There we go. I already got it. So I just want to. Oh, we had that up what I got. So skeleton. Oh, let me save it. I don't want it crashing on me. And all right, so we have skeleton form. Want that capitalized. Forms. And what color? It was green, I think. Yeah, it was green. So this is just a skeleton's form. Oop, B, X. That neck right there. Women have small necks. And we will have that. Nope, no, it will be. It gets bigger if I'm correct on there. Actually, get this pelvis. Get the pelvis. If I'm correct, it should show like that. Actually, I might have a little difficulties on this one. You cool with a quick 30-minute call after streams? Yeah, of course. We could do a so I have a call at 2:00. So I'm looking to get this done within 1:30. I have a call at 2:00 I want to hop on that. Yeah, we can go and do a quick little call right after the stream. So my goal is to do, let me see. If I don't get it done at 1:30, I'm save it. I'll get off the stream and we can hop on that call. So it shouldn't take me long to get this done. Let's see, 1:13. All right. So, but I'm just thinking skeleton. Oh, let me do. This is. Women have. Let's see if that's the. I think it was the spines area. Look for something like that. And we have this. Got that ball right there. And this pelvis. Let me see. So then we have that. The hip. That should be the hip. We have that. Knee. It should go like, let me see, that hip might be like right there. Next foot, it looks like the next foot I can see it's like right there. So then we have that. And this, it's right here. Right there, so it should be right there. And all right. And if you see, because I think pelvis be right there. I think there's another area right there with this pelvis. And we have this arm, which is right here. So we got the clavicle. Actually, not the clavicle. The clavicle will be right there. But that's that ball point with that. Oops, not right there. We ain't doing that yet. On this, and it's that. And these are the fingies. And we have this right there. And this, not so. Oh, yep, got that. So I think I got that skeleton structure on there. Let's do. Primary forms. I want to name this too, so everything can be good. So now we have primary forms, and I'm gonna switch off to blue. All righty, so I'm gonna do these primary forms. Once again, that's that. Then we have, let me see. That's that jaw right there. That's that brow line right there. I think maybe, yeah, it's probably wrong. Oh. And yeah. We have that neck. Yeah, it's lagging a little bit because I'm using too much CPU on the laptop, maybe because of TikTok and some other stuff. Do I have? Yeah, I have that stuff closed. So then we have that ball. Oh, the rib cage. So the rib cage actually it might be. Just noticed something. I might need to change that. So women's rib cage is a lot different. So we have that, and we have that. I just like doing that personally. Women's. Oh, what happened? There we go. Okay, and just like doing that. And we have that. We have the other. These fingies. Yeah. And we have that. That would be the leg right here. And what am I doing? The hips. Definitely. And we have that. Oops. Yeah, a little different from right here. And we have that. And oops. So it's the same thing right here. Like doing that ball. I think maybe like right there or something. And we have the same thing. Oops. Right there. We go to the C button. See. And we have arms right there. We have that. I think because of perspective comes in and right there. Then we have the hands. We have that right there. All right. So yeah, looks like I'm done with this assignment. And actually, let me go. Yeah. There we go. Oh, yawning right now. Should be yawning. All right. And let me see. Can I? Forgot the hotkey where it automatically zooms out and bring it to like right there. Sometimes I use the Maya hotkeys. No problem, brother. We about to hop on right after. Yeah, I finished before 1:30. And I will be back. Probably do another short live sometime tomorrow because I close tonight. So I'm probably going to be up all night. Actually, I might schedule it. Let me see. I might schedule it. Dang, because I want to hop on those calls. Tomorrow's Saturday. Oh, wait. I don't have a call at 7 o'clock, but I do have a 2-hour call with ads. It's ads and software training with my business and everything on Saturday at 8:30. So, yeah, don't go ahead and get going with that. But all right, let me go ahead. It's already saved. I gotta spend some time. Okay, so it's saved. I'm gonna go ahead and end this, you guys. So yeah, we got 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this right here and take it from there. All right. So TikTok's a little bit of a tough crowd. It's all right though. Just gotta keep showing up, even though no one's watching, even though no one's looking. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this, you guys. Thank you on X. I see 2 visitors on X that's watching. I think I had some on YouTube, maybe, or Facebook. Yeah, Facebook. I see somebody liked. Yeah, somebody liked the video. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Talk to you guys later. We're gonna do another live. We have it scheduled. You're gonna see the preview of it. I'm gonna have to do all that within StreamYard. So talk to you guys. Actually, let me see what time. So I get off. I might be getting home at 3. So I might schedule around 4. Try to stay up. Oh, you know what? I just remembered something. Shoot. Okay, I got to do that. I just remembered. Freak. I gotta wash my whites for work tonight. All right, talk to you guys later. Peace.